Okay, so I think we are live, and I think this is the first live tutorial that I have done. And I don't know if anyone is watching, but I will post this onto my Facebook page, and I will also post this onto the Squeak Chimp paper beading group, so that if you can't see it live, you can catch up with it later on. So I get a lot of questions from people wanting to know how I get my beads so shiny. And so I thought, well, do you know what, the easiest thing to do would be just to do a quick live tutorial just to show you one technique that I use just to get my beads looking like this. So what I have got here is I've got my decoupage Ultra Gloss Finishes number 2. And when I first started using this, I wasn't so keen on it, but now I love it. And I will leave a link to it in the description below. So I'm hoping you can see this, and I'm hoping that the lighting's all right. So if we have a quick look at it, it's quite thick. I'm hoping you can see the consistency of it. I'd say it's kind of like maybe double cream inside. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be glazing these 2 beads. So I'm hoping that by the end of it, they will look like this. So they'll have a lovely, nice sheen to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my first one. And what I'm going to do is I am going to leave this flat on the surface, because what I am going to do is I'm going to lower my bead. And what I've done is I've attached my bead to a cocktail stick. It's in quite firmly because I want it to stay in place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to vertically lower it into the glaze until we get to this point, and then I'm going to take it out. So here we go, let's go. So nice and slowly, no rush, just dip it in until you think you've got to the right place, and then lift it up. And what you do have to do is you do have to wait until it has finished dripping. So you can turn it over to one side, it's no problem, and you can see that it is thoroughly coated, it is thick. And what you want to do is you want to try and make sure that you get rid of as much of the glaze as possible. Now, one trick that I have found to speeding this up slightly, which I know sounds really weird, but I invested in an electric toothbrush because it gives vibrations. And so what I do is I just pop it on and it shakes off the excess. And you probably can't see it, but I can see that it is coming off. There we go, look, nice big blob. It just helps to speed up the process of getting rid of the excess glaze. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that go, and I will just off camera hold this one over here, and I will probably just keep turning it until I think that we definitely have got rid of most of the excess glaze. Now what you don't want is, I can already see that there is a bit of a blob there building, so I want to try and get rid of that, because otherwise you'll end up with an uneven coverage. So again, what I'll do is I'll just show you again with this second one. If you can see the bead, hopefully it's in focus. I'm just going to drop it in, pull it up, wait for most of the glaze to come off, and just hold them over. And this way, any excess glaze goes straight back into the pot. It is a bit labour intensive. It is a bit of a faff, I'm not going to lie to you, but you do get a really high shine from one dip. That's it, one dip. So rather than going over and over and over again with lots of different dips, you just do one dip. And if I just twist it slightly, you can see that hopefully you can see if I twist it, don't twist it too much, but that first one is still dripping. So I'm going to let that drip off. And once that excess one is gone, I will probably just pop it over here for now, just to dry, stick it there, because what I wanted to show you is I wouldn't really recommend doing it with a bead that's got a large hole, because that hole is just basically going to fill up with glaze and you're going to find it harder to get it back out. But these ones with a reasonable size hole, not a problem. I just scrape it out with a cocktail stick. I just you know, pop it in and just get the excess out. And then these ones here, if I just pop that one on there to dry, and I show you these ones here, which hopefully will be in focus, excuse my painty hands. These ones have literally had one coat of glaze, and you can see how shiny they are. And I possibly might go and do a second one, but what I will probably do is to attach a cocktail stick to this side, like so, and then I will dip this side in there straight away and pull it out so that I've got both sides are beautifully coated. And there we go, there you have it. That's how I get my videos nice and glossy. And I've had Annette has, what are you using to glaze them? So okay, here we go. Let me put the lid on before I have a little accident. Hold on. I'm using Decopatch Ultra Gloss Finishes No. 2 Sealing Varnish, and I got that off of Amazon. So I hope that helps. And yeah, I mean, if you've got any other questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments below. I will post these videos on my Facebook page, Squeaky Chip Facebook page, and I will also pop it into the Facebook paper bead group so that they can all see it as well. And if you've got any questions, put them on the end and I can easily get back to you. But I hope you found it helpful, and if there's anything else that you would like me to do a tutorial on, please just let me know in the comments and I can do one as often as you like. So thanks very much for watching.